Welcome back. Let's just get right into it.
I just retired from a local hospital here. No one believes in the flu shots. My colleagues, I didn't. Because the efficacy, and I won't give you data, you created the data. 10% 1 year, 18% the next, 40% at best. The flu mist you gave to our children from 2 to 8 years for almost 4 years, it never worked, 3%. Oh well, I worked in a hospital where my colleagues, doctors and nurses, and medical assistants and patient care and lab, we didn't believe in the flu shot. We were probably at 40%. And then came your mandates. And then came your recommendations. This year, I retired. I'm grateful for that because my soul was sick at what I saw go on. I'm glad I'm retired now because now I can talk to you. Because you know what? While I worked, I couldn't. Because if I did, conflict of interest, I would have lost my job. How did I survive 20 years and never get the flu in that environment? ER, high volume. Was I not on the front lines? Every flu case, 300 people a day. Every flu case, it was me. I never had the flu. You know why? I knew how to wash my hands. I knew how to take vitamin D. I knew how to take elderberry syrup. I don't approve of your flu shot. Now you have pharmacists giving it. You bribe us with cards at Target and you tell us this is free and it's everywhere and get it, get it, get it. They're scare tactics and you should be ashamed. I'm looking around. Some of you are my age, but I'm in a generation where I got 7 shots. 26 years later, my daughter got 10. Her son got probably 60. My new grandson's expected to get 72, and I just watched you add more. I'm appalled. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he fights for us, goes to court for us, for our kids that suffered. His family started Special Olympics. There were no autistic kids. He says that where the 40-year-olds wearing diapers with helmets on at the mall, if you misdiagnosed them, if you missed them, because you say they're not vaccines, that they missed them. Where were the special ed classes when people with my generation, there weren't any, because they didn't exist. That's what he says. Do you know, and it's truth, but you know what's gonna happen? I have a 10-year-old grandson, and I don't care what you say, that the autism and vaccines don't exist. It does, because I watched a perfectly healthy, beautiful 2-year-old get those shots and become a severe autistic child. And guess what? He will be 40, walking in the mall with a diaper on and a helmet. Thank you for the studies that you don't do. Thank you.
Wow. That was pretty freaking strong stuff there, I have to say. Yeah, all the people that laughed at you because you didn't believe it, yeah, now the science proves it, right? There's so many videos out there showing the science proves it. I saw a video where they showed a compilation of all these newscasts and people saying that autism's been the most checked thing in getting the shots. It's been the most studied thing ever, and that we the people should stop saying it. And in all these series of clips, all these like representatives of pharmaceutical companies or news anchors were all saying the same thing repetitively. It's time to stop asking if autism is because of the shot. And I think we all know it is, just out of common sense. But this guy sued the pharmaceutical companies. They said, no, we're not going to give you that most studied information, that data. He won. He checked the studies. He said only one study or so really pertains to autism, and it's not even a good study at that. So yeah, they haven't studied it. They said that's the most study ever, and apparently it's only been like done one time. They told you to stop talking about it because it's nonsense at this point. One study. Yeah, don't trust these people. All right, remember, we're all in this together. We're just trying to learn as we go here and be respectful to one another. We're all just trying to get through day by day. Things in this world are unbelievable. Check this out.
2015, an email to Jeffrey Epstein revealed subject, preparing for pandemics. Okay, the sender wrote, let's discuss next steps, how to officially involve the WHO and the CDC. I hope we can pull this off. Jeffrey Epstein was looped into conversations about pandemic planning and global health coordination a few weeks before the pandemic. How is this not, unredact that name? What are we talking about? Let's discuss how to officially involve the WHO. That's why, by the way, we just withdraw from the WHO. Thank God. And the ICRC. Best regards. I hope we can pull this off. This is huge. Subject, preparing for pandemics. And that's why the connection with him and Bill Gates. What the hell are we even talking about right now? How is this not the number one thing? 2015, email to Jeff.
Everything is planned, people. Everything. Think about how good this world could possibly be if we didn't have all these people fighting for their little money grabs all the time. Horrible people. Alright, this is great because it's the first time bioweapon has been mentioned in court regarding the you-know-what, right? That everybody took in 2021 and whatever. So yeah, these people are criminals. They deserve to go to jail. Yeah.
I will start with the statement of Joseph Sansone. It is based on the sworn statement of the late Professor Dr. Francis Boyle, who has determined and concluded. Professor Boyle is the greatest authority in the field of bioweapons legislation. He is the author of it. So he knows what is legally meant by it. He knew, like no other, that the COVID-19 mRNA injection is a bioweapon. He has also made that loud and clear to the world, known, after which, despite being in good health, he passed away shortly after he had declared himself willing to give testimony under oath about this in court.
Remember, was it Boeing, the airline? They had some guy that knew everything and he was about to testify, and he said, I will never commit suicide. And like the morning of, or something like that, or the day before he was supposed to testify against Boeing for using cheap parts and their planes are crashing and killing people, he was going to testify that they were doing that. He just killed himself the day before the trial, where he was going to let everything be known. No, he didn't. These rich people are sick. These rich people are disgusting. I learned of a case, I forget where it was. It was in Europe. PDF files. There was 20 witnesses about to whistleblow it and to go on the stand and talk about it. 20 of them all died before this trial. This is like, right? We're controlled by evil devils, evil people. So stick together, man.
Now, there was a sixth witness, Professor Francis Boyle, who is actually expert on bioweapons, having drafted several bioweapons conventions-related laws in the U.S. And 3 weeks after he agreed to testify on behalf of the plaintiffs that these products and the process was deployment of bioweapons, he suddenly died. And we still don't know the cause of death. And the only thing that we know is he was perfectly healthy prior and was teaching full-time. He was in his mid-70s. And this was a shock to all of us. And so this looks very suspicious to me. I can't speculate on what happened, but I would really like to know the cause of death, and we don't know that. So that's where we are right now. This is how serious it is. These people stop at nothing. Now,
I'm gonna have to look up this guy and see what he's about. But man, like she said, right? They'll stop at nothing. What will you stop at? Spike is completely replacing sperm. Yep. My last video, a guy was talking about you got some new DNA or new genome or whatever from this thing, and it's gonna show up in the next generations because it's gonna carry through your child. Scary shit. That was in my last video.
Shows that actually we could confirm that the spike protein is produced in the deltoid muscles where the vaccine is administered, injected. But we could show it in almost all organs, more or less explicitly. And here you see a case where we show the testes. And you can see that in this 28-year-old man who had a healthy son and who died 140 days after injection, the spike protein is strongly expressed in the spermatogonia organ in the testis, and you
Holy
can see
cow.
there are almost no spermatocytes in here, but it's strongly expression of spike protein in the spermatocyte.
People, man. Why? Oh, it just sickens me, man. So many of you believe the narrative of the media. Like, my ex-girlfriend's mother is like, you can't tell her that the jab was bad or anything like that. You can't tell her that the government does these things. You can't tell her nothing. The government is good, she says. The government does what's always good for you. That's the mindset. You can't talk to these people. Brainwashed, man. And here's all the, you can show them all the proof, everything. You can show them all the whistleblowers just dying, killing themselves day before trials. You can show them all that. But these people just have this block in their head. They just can't see the truth. It disturbs their life of TV watching and video games.
Chronic tissue. So also in elder persons, this is an old man, and you can see here's also a strong expression in the spermatogonia. There's not one single spermatozoon in this, and a strong expression of the spike protein. So if I may make a personal comment, this is not a scientific comment. If I were a woman in fertile age, I would not plan a motherhood from a man who has been vaccinated, unless...
Oh, man.
I think...
Does that mean my sperm is worth a lot of money?
These pictures are very disturbing, very disturbing.
It's almost fertile age. I would not. Wow. Wow, that's pretty wild stuff. But we're not even angry, are you? I don't see protests in the street, do you? No, because they're not paid for. People aren't mad enough. All these Epstein files, the Satan worship, the sex. I can't even say the words, you know, the movement of people illegally. Yeah, the hurting of little ones, people's diets. It's freaky world, people. Anyway, like, subscribe. We're all in this shit together. Respect each other, love each other. Oh my God. Thank you for watching.